Okay, this is Stephen Cuffey on TBC Live Broadcast number 10. I don't see any viewers just yet. I understand my moderator, Marianne Murphy, they're having some problems, I guess, with some their YouTube feed or whatever. I know they're having some problems with the YouTube channels. I believe tech support is actually on there, so I try to send people my actual link because that way they can hop on. So I see we got one viewer here. I'm not sure. Let me see here. Let me try something just a moment here. Just bear with me here. Okay. Just bear with me just a minute there. Okay. Okay. Just here trying to see what's going on here. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Now, okay, good, good. Mary's on, so she can possibly moderate for me and see who is on here. But let's see here. Let me pull up, get this straight, my video here straight for you. Okay, okay, good. Look like we got 4 people on. I'm not sure who they are, but if Mary could tell me that, I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, as I stated, this is number 10. I'll be doing number 11 tomorrow around the same time. And I want to just cover some things here in TBC. We had our send button meeting today, and we still need more people out to these send button meetings because we have exactly 7,000 people with send buttons now, according to Randy. And so it's really important that we get these. Let's see. Okay. Okay, she can't really tell me who's on, but that's fine. That's fine. This gonna be probably one of these live feeds. I won't be able to answer your question because see, I only can do the video. I can't really see the chat piece. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but forgive me. But let me just say this here. Send button meetings are extremely important if you have a send button because it's there where you actually learn all the tricks of the trade in terms of how to use your send button in doing transactions. And that's main purpose of a send button is solely to do transactions. You know, there are a lot of people who wondering when I'm gonna get my send button on and how do I get my send button on. But the thing is, do you have the education? Do you have the training on exactly how to use a send button? So, okay, it looks like she's saying good, good. Edwin, that's good. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. And the Murphys, that's great. I'm glad to see they're here. I'm hoping that more people can come on. Because Randy, I want to just give kudos to Randy Wilson because he spoke of Mary and James Murphy for getting on for doing their live streams today, live broadcasts, and myself and a few others. But see, he spoke only like a handful of us actually doing live broadcasts. And that is truly, truly vital that these people who have all these send buttons, if you all want to build an audience, okay, if you want to get the word out at a time where redemption is coming within a month, next month we're going to have a big redemption period. There are going to be a lot of people become millionaires in TBC that month. So a lot of people are going to be running to pay that $100 worth of TBC, you know, purchasing $100 TBC from one of us. And I want to say that I am a trusted seller and been a trusted seller for quite a few months and have already made transactions. And I know exactly how to do a transaction. Now I accept fiat, which is cash or, you know, dollar bills, but I also I have a Bitcoin, I've had about 4 different Bitcoin type wallets that also I can receive Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or if it's somebody has something that I think is of worth that I can use, I'd be more happy to do an exchange for $100 worth of TBC for whatever that product is that they have. I just have to see the product and see that's something I can use. So different ways that you can do an exchange to purchase some kringles or TBC. So let me just say that there are only, what I'm noticing, he said this in our send button meeting, we have, and I don't want to give too much information because I'm not supposed to give too much information about the send button, but I would say this is that we have to have more people doing these live broadcasts. It's a crying shame that I'm only counting 16, 17, 18. I haven't even counted 20 people today, even 20 people yesterday that's doing live broadcasts. And I'm thinking part of the reason is some people are a little fearful. I admit, I wasn't doing even recordings at first. Now, this is my 10th live feed, and I have several other recordings before that. When I talked about the second anniversary, that was my very first one. And I felt like I did okay. I was a little nervous the first time, but it gets better. But I don't feel nervous at all now. So it's just that you just got to speak from your heart and your mind, and everything will just flow right in on pace here. So, oh, great. Good. That's everybody. More Murphy's coming. So like I said, I can depend on them being here. And I thank him so much because I support them and Mom's Magnet. I do the same thing. So let me just point out that it is so important that we start doing these live broadcasts. Now, I realize that everybody can't do them on a daily basis like myself and Mary and Randy Wilson and Lawrence Maliki over in South Africa. He's the TBC president of South Africa. I watch his all the time. So I'm supporting other people live feeds, the ones that I can catch and I've subscribed to, and I try to find, because I go on the schedule and click on and see when that person's live feed is. So let me just point out, I'm going to say again, we need a lot more people. We got 90, guys, we have 96 or 98 slots. We got 48, actually 96. We got 48 slots and 48 backup slots. I count only maybe 2 or 3 backups and only 13 or 14 or 15. I think the highest I've seen was 18 in one day. Now I think Gerard Windsor, he did one today, and I was on his. He did a wonderful job. He said he'll be doing his Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. See, he's at least engaged. He's getting them done. So it's important that we actually get these these live feeds or live streams or live broadcasts, as they call them, get them done so we can get ourselves among the public and get an audience built. So when it's time for people we get these herd of people coming in to pay this, we're right here. Now, see, there's another part to this. If you're doing live broadcasts, TBC admin has already said they're going to start giving us leads. These are people that need help. There are orphans out here people that left their sponsor that sponsored them TBC months ago. I was orphaned too, but I have a person that I can go to. So, but there are a lot of people that can come to me. I accept different types of payment overseas, such as Western Union, MoneyGram, in the United States and Puerto Rico, Walmart to Walmart. There are different ways to send it, to send the money. I can assure you, if I receive your fiat or whatever type of coin you have, I can tell you this: you will get that exact amount into your wallet. See, I don't believe in this thing called discounting. I'm not gonna. I know exactly how to compute how much TBC you should have based on how much money you bought or purchased. I know exactly how it works. I saw a printout today of all kind of people discounting thousands and thousands of dollars. You do not want to get your send button turned off. You do not want to have your account suspended. So let's be mindful and follow the instructions. Now, get this. I found out that, and I believe some people here was there to listen to this, that our admin is that she's spending $60,000 on tasks to make sure this migration it happens just this month. And when I heard that, there was one thing that I thought about, and I've talked about this in every single video I've had so far, and that is that $10 annual subscription to your Kringle Cashback office or that $10 lifetime wallet fee. We got people that complain about paying $10, and here she spent $60,000 in 1 month. And I think I mentioned I was in a business some years ago that I paid $49.95 a month to keep my back office running. And we're talking about $110 per year if you got Kringle Cash. And if you pay that, guess what? It pays also your $10 wallet fee for a 2-for-1 deal. Now, if you don't have Kringle Cash, of course, just pay the wallet fee, then your wallet's still gonna be migrated. But it's one sure thing: your wallet will not be migrated over during that 9-day period once it starts. Once that 90-day is over and you haven't paid that $10 fee, one of those $10 fees, I can guarantee you this: you're going to lose hundreds and thousands and maybe millions of dollars in TBC. Don't resort to someone said, "I told you so." You don't want to hear that, because they have warned you. A lot of us as leaders have told you this over and over again. Let's get busy and have more people pay this $10 fee. We have to get it done. We simply have to. Okay. Now, as I stated before, we simply have to adhere to the administrator instructions. I consider myself now an expert in TBC affairs, because I took it upon myself to do what? What did I do? I read the blog 4 to 5 times a day, and there were many blogs came out today, very good ones. Paying the $10 wallet fee or the Kringle Cash, what I just talked about. Getting familiar with my Kringle Cash back office. I now know how every single thing works in my Kringle Cash back office. I know if I had a problem with the $10 fee, if it doesn't, if you pay it and it doesn't show up in 24 hours, I know exactly how to do what? Do a support ticket. I know how to do a support ticket with it if something else is not working on your TBC website when you log in. And I'm going to mention something about the TBC website that a lot of you may not realize you should be doing. Now, I realize that a lot of you have Kringle Cash. Y'all have did your profile, and that is extremely important. Every TBC member, all 2.9, almost 3 million people should be actually getting that profile done correctly, leaving no blanks. For the blanks that does not pertain to you, put ANA, mean not applicable. Now, one thing you should there's another profile that you may not be realizing. Log into the TBC website at the billionaire.info and click on profile. A window is going to come up. Make sure everything there is in that profile mirrors what's also in your Kringle Cash back office. They have to be the same, because you don't want to get admin see something different, another email address or whatever, another phone number, whatever. Make sure that is also filled out and save it. See, there was a time I didn't even know nothing about. That's one that went past me. And guess who I got it from? Another great leader, Carrie Valpano, the Whitefish lady on YouTube. She told me that. So make sure you also get that profile done, and you're in the TBC website. Log into it first. Then hit profile. Do that profile as well. So we talk about just one profile, and a lot of people are not even mentioning this part. She said it's important. I don't know how important it is. I know that one that's in your Kringle Cash back office is extremely important. But guess what? What if you don't have Crinkle Cash? You see what I'm saying? Not everybody has Crinkle Cash. Not all almost 3 million people have Crinkle Cash. So how is admin going to know who you really are? How can they identify you at some point? They can't identify you by email. They can't identify just by name. They got a Facebook link. A good way to identify you is they use Facebook as a way to identify you. So make sure I'm going to say it a third time in the last. Make sure that you log into the billionaire.info website, log into it, and click on profile at the top and fill in the blocks, just to be identical to what's in your Kringle Cash back office. That's something I want to say to all the people that's on this live broadcast. Oh, great! We got more people here than I think I've ever seen. 10 viewers. That's great. See what's happening? More people are actually supporting each other, and there are going to be more people coming on these live broadcasts. So let's say this. Let me ask you something. If everything I'm saying to you makes sense to you, what I want you to do is type in TBC is for me. For all the viewers here, if y'all understand everything I'm saying, type in TBC for me. And Mary being my moderator, if anyone have any questions, feel free to ask me about anything I've said so far. I want to take this time out to do that. Okay, just let's see that I have not seen anything so far. Type in TBC is for me if you understand everything I've said so far. And I apologize if this live broadcast is a little dark. Sometimes I do it in my bedroom, kind of up close and personal. But so I'm not saying anything, Mary. I'm just not saying anything about typing TBC is for me. I'm not. Oh, great. Oh, good. See, Carrie is here for the first time. That's great. Thank you so much, Carrie, for coming on my live broadcast. But this is so important. So important that we adhere. I'm going to say it again. Adhere to the instructions of admin. Great. I see James just said TBC is for me. Anybody that understand what I've just said, just put in chat TBC is for me. Then that lets me know that you understand what I've said so far. Great. Oh, great. David Jones from Barbados is here. Another great leader. See, the great leaders that's been doing YouTube videos for a while, for the past year, and I'm going to tell you something. David Jones from Barbados and Carrie, the Whitefish lady on YouTube, please subscribe to their YouTube link. They are magnificent YouTubers. Even better than me. I'm telling you, they are good on camera. They've gotten so used to it, it just comes natural, just comes a part of them. And see, I want to be just like them. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing live broadcasts every day. I'm going to be doing more recordings. You know, I was experimenting today on how to share my screen. I haven't mastered that yet, but that's something I'm going to do too. See, if you get plugged in into doing YouTube videos, you'll learn the tricks of the trade of how to do a video. And after every video, guess what you need to do? Even your live videos, right-click on the video, get the URL copy, and post it into testimonial, your Kringle Cash back office, or log into the billionaire.info and click on testimonials and place it there. Because what TBC is, they're vetting every single video. And also make sure, as you notice down the bottom, I have all the information of every video I have on how to contact me, from my Facebook link, or my email, even my phone number, and also step by step on how to apply for TBC, how the process. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So oh, that's interesting. Jordan said it would be nice to have a field to add the president's name when they sign up for their broadcast. I never thought about that. That's interesting. I never thought about that. That is nice. I never thought about that. Oh, great. Yeah, David, you're great too, man. I really appreciate it. You've been awesome. I've watched so many of your videos. I've learned quite a bit from. Actually, let me be honest with you. I've learned from so much from Carrie and David, and also Mary. See, I didn't know Mary for a long time, but I started watching her videos. So I started to reach out to her and David. These are all my Facebook friends, but they're more than just Facebook friends. I consider them as my TBC family, my friends now. And then I heard of a great thing that we saw about the 3rd annual anniversary. They're now talking about doing a cruise ship. Wouldn't that be awesome? Think about how many people is in TBC. I don't think one ship can hold everyone in TBC. Maybe you need 2 or 3 ships. But if this happened, make sure, I'm thinking that could happen, so make sure here in the US, we have to have a passport. In fact, I got to upgrade mine. What they call visas in other countries. Make sure all those legal parameters are all set this year, because I do believe this thing will happen. It's possible that it really could happen, that we will actually be celebrating on a cruise ship. That would be great, because I wouldn't want to miss that one for nothing. So I'm just go over a few things very quickly about the send buttons. Guess what? They're giving that 1 million cookies for just attending a send button meeting. Why the send button? When Randy put up the keyword, I put it in there, and guess what? I'll say within a half an hour, I checked back and I had another 1 million cookies. So the system is working faster now. So we need to be at those send button meetings. All right. Now I can't give you the keyword because you have to have a send button. I can't give that kind of information out. Nor can I give out the link to be at the send button meeting. You have to have a send button to be at a send button meeting. And once you get a send button meeting, within 24 hours to 48 hours, you're on your Kringlecast back office near the bottom of the left-hand side. You'll see send button, then send button meetings. And every Monday morning at 7 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time, PDT, because we're in daylight time in the US, that's the time Randy actually starts, at 7 o'clock. And about 15 minutes before or so, there'll be a YouTube link there that you click on to take you to the actual video meeting. Now, for people that don't understand what cookies are, cookies is a term they use for TBC. But this cookies turns into what? On redemption, turns to what? Kringles. Kringles is a portion of TBC. So if you're building all these cookies, then they're going to be all these kringles. And guess what's going to turn to? TBC. When it gets to your wallet, it's actually going to be TBC coins, or some of the coin. Now, there are different ways. The great thing I'm going to talk about the cookie reward system. If you purchase at least $100 worth of kringles, you will be rewarded 1 TBC coin. And right now, 1 TBC coin is valued at a little over $3.6 million. So what if you purchase 200? Guess what? 2 TBC, 300, 3, for $500. You purchase TBC, you'll get 5 TBC coins. So guess what happens? You turn into a millionaire. But guess what's also better? You put it in the billionaire group, because TBC has all $100 million. $100 million to give out, and kringles to give out to people. They got all this out to give to everyone. But they're not giving it to you. You got to purchase it. Just purchase $100 here and there. And see what happens to you during on redemption month of May. It happened last December until about January 16th or 17th. I saw my wallet, and many people saw their wallet just grow astronomically, all in just in one day. So I encourage you, get people out to these live broadcasts, even your live broadcasts. I would try to support as many live broadcasts as possible. I would give my comments from time to time in the broadcast if you've seen already. Randy, like I said, spoke of both myself as well as James and Mary Murphy. Was just a handful of us, and Lawrence over in Nigeria. I'm sorry, Lawrence in South Africa. It's just a few of us, and Mons Magnet over. There's so many people in New Zealand. There's just a handful of us that's doing live videos. And I heard from Carrie, she's going to start hers pretty soon. So, see, the leaders everybody's coming aboard, but we need more than just the leaders. We need a lot of people in these live feeds. Because when you got 7,000 send buttons now open, and we're only getting out of 96 slots, we're only getting 18 live feeds, averaging 15 to 18 per day. We have a lot of slots to fill, and they're all in different time slots. They're already now scheduling. I've already scheduled mine for tomorrow already. See, Fiji time is already the next day. It's already April the 4th in Fiji. But you'll see your date right there. You'll see it on the broadcast. And you do it by logging into your Crimecast office and go all the way down to broadcast, live broadcast, to send buttons, then live broadcast. Remember, you're not going to see that area now unless you have a send button. And by the way, how do you get a send button? Knowing that right now they're turning on at least, they say, 500 send buttons per day. But how would you actually go about doing that? Do a recording of what? All you got to talk about is what your experience has been in TBC, and be positive. Promote this great opportunity at TBC. That's all you have to do. Just don't do one, do 2 or 3. And next thing you know, within perhaps the same day, if they see it, and make sure every video you have your what? Your Facebook link and your email address, the same email address you sign in with TBC. Okay? So let's see here what we got here. Yeah, I know. John, you're right. The cruise ship would be great. That would be awesome. And Mary, guess what? Mary, they already scheduled us for tomorrow already too. See, we're active in this thing. We know exactly how to do it. And if nobody knows how to do it, I can show you. A lot of people can show you how to do this. I tell you, this is so wonderful to see the people here on this live video. I have, I'm gonna say this. I don't have too much going on right now. My time is actually up right now. My 30 minutes. See, I'm trying to keep mine within that 30-minute window. So I'm just a little minute or so over. But I'm going to just say it's been an honor to be with you all today. And I will be doing another one at the exact same time tomorrow. And it's 12:30 Pacific Daylight Time. But here on the East Coast of Virginia, I'm in Virginia, on the East Coast of the United States, that happens to be 3:30 p.m. So you need to just Google and check. If you live in different time zones than we do, check and see exactly what that is in your time zone. I know in South Africa it happens to be 9:30 p.m. I know in Ghana it happens to be 8:30 p.m. So not sure what is in New Zealand or other parts of the world, but check. You can Google it. It can tell you exactly what time that is. Oh God, I got a new person, Petro Joseph. Oh, that's great. Now the only thing is, let me point out this. Let me say this last thing. You know, I do this in English. Unfortunately, I'm not fluent in Spanish or Dutch or other type languages. I do want to learn Spanish and also the Filipino language because I have some Filipino friends. But I just want to say that Dana Gordon, you're awesome, awesome, just awesome. She supports everybody. You know, I see her name on nearly every video. She takes her time out of the day to make sure she support people. Imagine if we all did that. So I'm going to always send my link to people, to my friends. And I know that they won't always be present. But I'd like to thank all of you so much for being here today. And again, I will be here at the exact same time tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific Daylight Time. And check your time clock based on that time. So this is Stephen Cuffey signing out. And thank you so much.